Welcome back to another episode of the Beer Cave. Your host, Audie Alvarado. Let's get right into it. So last week I didn't really explain what the Beer Cave is. Let me take this moment to kind of explain to you what the Beer Cave is. The Beer Cave is a beer review channel where I, Audie Alvarado, your host, reviews craft beer every week. We're just gonna take a new beer, see where it came from, what is it, taste it out a little bit, give it a little rating. The rating system that I came up with is a thumbs rating system is what I call it. Anywhere from a thumbs up to a thumbs down, and anywhere in between is what a beer gets rated. So that being said, let's jump into our beer for this episode. So right now it is getting into summertime. Weather's getting a little bit nicer. The sun is getting out. It's getting a little warmer out. So I figure why not do a beer this week that kind of reflects the summertime. It's from a brewery that I really tend to enjoy. We are going to be looking at a beer from Modist Brewing Company called Sippin and Forgettin Coconut Lime Berliner. I don't know if you can see that there. Now, Modist Brewing out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, actually just a few blocks away from the brewery we did last week, Forgettin Brewing, both in Minneapolis. Modist has been around, I think, since 2016. Really cool. You can see this label got a little screwed up in packaging, which is kind of cool. Instead of letting the can go to waste, might as well just put it in the pack. So I saved this can specifically for this episode because it's got a little flap there for you. Let's just dive right on in. That was a really bad pour. So looking at the can right off the bat, very green, definitely summer-like. We've got a little, looks like the Grim Reaper in a kind of green cloak, I guess. Is that what you would call it? With nice flamingo floaty. If you notice, I'm kind of a flamingo fan myself. Got my little flamingo right over here. Right away, I can smell almost a little bit of gym sock. You can see that it's very carbonated, thick, rocky head on it, if you know what I mean. Off the bat, aromas, I get a little bit of dirty gym sock with a lot of lime peel. I don't get a lot of coconut in the nose, but a lot of lime peel. Let's go in for a sip. That's amazing. Holy crap. Right off the bat, I get vanilla. I don't know if there was vanilla in this. I guess I could read the can. So I forgot to mention this is a Berliner Weiss. So Berliner Weisses tend to be kind of a tart, sour beer. But the can says Berliner Weiss brewed with wheat, barley, lactose, then conditioned on lime juice, Madagascar vanilla bean, and coconut. That Madagascar vanilla bean definitely comes through in the flavor. I don't get a lot of the lime juice until the very end, but that lactose really helps suppress a lot of those tart notes. And then it finishes with a smooth coconut, which is really fantastic. I tend not to be a fan of this category. Berliners tend to be too overly tart for me, but this is really, really well done. That lactose really smooths it out. The vanilla really helps suppress a lot of those tart flavors. And then the lime gives that nice contrast between the sweet, smooth silkiness and that tart lime juice, and they just work really, really well together. Somebody pointed out in my last video that they can definitely tell I have an Italian heritage because I did this. So you're gonna see me do this a lot because when I describe flavors, I tend to use my hands like this a lot. But yeah, the lime juice and the smooth coconut and vanilla work really hand in hand. It's fantastic all the way through. Oops, spilled a little bit. But I am going through this really fast. Oh, this reminds me of being on the beach. Unfortunately, towards the end of the glass, that coconut starts to bend more like suntan lotion-ish kind of coconut, where it's not that candied coconut or or that fresh coconut, which is reminding me of the beach. I think that's kind of the point of this beer. Props to Modist for getting that. That coconut is bending on the suntan lotion side of things, which I don't mind. I think that's kind of what they were going for-ish, because it is reminding me of a summer beach at the lake, which is really, really refreshing and perfect to introduce people into the summertime. I mean, I want to be out at a beach right now drinking this. Getting to the end of the glass, I went through this concerningly fast, honestly. I wish it had a little more carbonation to kind of brighten it up a little bit, because I feel like that Madagascar vanilla and the lactose are kind of thickening it up a little too much, and that it's suppressing a lot of that lime that I wish this had. But that being said, man, that was a fantastic beer. Highly recommend for this summer. If you can find it on the shelf, definitely recommend it. What is the ABV on this? So yeah, I mean, it only comes in at 5%, which is perfect. Can have a few of these on the boat or at the beach. It's a fantastic beer. There's nothing wrong about it. I wish the lime came through a little bit more. I think the vanilla is a little too over the top with that lactose, just thickening it up a little bit. I wish it was a little more bright and not as thick, but still a fantastic beer. I give this beer a thumbs up. This is a fantastic beach beer. It's great. I highly recommend it. If you've had this beer before, let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear what you thought of it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you are notified when I upload a new video. Hope to see you next week for another episode of The Beer Cave. I was your host, Audio Alvarado, and as always, cheers. That episode went a lot faster. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. I mean, it is called, what is it called again? I mean, it is called Sippin and Forgettin Coconut Lime Berliner. Yeah, every time I sip this, I'm forgetting I'm in this studio, and I'm imagining I'm on a beach, which is really nice. Very nice. Hit that subscribe button so that you, and, oh, I forgot to, oh. Another clean up on aisle 3.